It's December 14th, 2023 in Broomfield, Colorado, where an officer responds to a home for a wellness check after a husband, get this, said he grew concerned over his wife's not responding to a text.
Hello.
Oh, I was just, I'm their neighbor, and they called me. They're like, can you go see if she'll answer the
Oh, yeah, he sent us as well, so.
Yeah, I'm like, I live in the house in
Just next door? Okay.
All right, well, you got this.
All righty, man. Appreciate it.
The officer finds a neighbor at the door, who investigators would later learn was called by the same man to check on his spouse.
$151, send medical, and $110. I need a 4th entry. I got a female down in the garage.
You heard that right. The officer spots a woman unresponsive on the ground in the garage and takes action. Once inside, investigators find the caller's wife, Christelle Krug, beaten and stabbed to death. Next, we catch up with that concerned husband as he arrives at the scene. Police identify the man, seen here, as 44-year-old Daniel Krug, the victim's spouse of over 20 years. Let's rewind about a month earlier, when the victim alerted authorities about an alleged longtime stalker who she says recently cranked up the heat.
All right. When did he pop back up?
So, first text message was back in October.
Okay.
Just threats.
With a Canon ImageProGraph Pro 1100 professional photo printer, my images come alive in print. What I see through my lens is what you see on the wall. Vivid, detailed, and accurate.
Just out of nowhere?
Yes,
just
he
pop
does
back?
this. He does
Okay.
this, and he's been doing it for over 20 years.
Okay. So this is, so,
This is the first time I see this violent and
Okay.
aggressive. Normally it's hey, how's it going?
okay.
Nope. So the last contact was, I'm guessing, more than 5 years ago, just because it was last, I had a Facebook account at the time, and I don't have that, and haven't had it since pre-pandemic, so.
Okay.
Easily, like, whatever, how many years before that. Yeah, no, completely out of the blue and not engaging at all, so there's absolutely no response from me.
Okay.
And he's still going. The in-person stuff that's scaring the crap out of me, and why I logged this, was starting since last Tuesday, and it's been almost every day since.
Okay.
I've gotten a few days break. In this
And it's always been text message, or has it been?
and emails.
Email, okay.
And he's changing his phone number every single time he text messages me too.
Christelle explains that an ex-boyfriend from over 2 decades ago, who she says has periodically contacted her over the years, suddenly popped up again, but this time things were different. The soon-to-be victim describes explicit text messages and emails that grew to be threatening in nature, alongside inappropriate pictures too graphic to show. Next, investigators invite the couple to the police station to get more details on the alleged stalking after they said a cryptic photo of Daniel heading to work was sent to Christelle's email.
So anyway, that made me go, is this his number? Where is he right now? What kind of car is he? Like this was alarming. He's never said this kind of stuff to me before, so whatever. And the fact that it went so emotional is like, something's really wrong here. Then things go dark, right? And this is when I then contact you guys, because this now is escalating. This is not just threats against me, it's threats against my husband. He contacts me, and you'll see in my little log that this is an email address he contacts me now from more frequent, like he actually reuses it. But he is now showing that picture that day. There's snow on the ground. My husband had only gone into work on that Tuesday for Halloween.
Okay. I'm guessing that it was creepy, but not real. You know, but lots of people are jerks online.
Sure.
Other than that, I'm sure she has mentioned to you that she and I are going through a rough patch, kind of on the rocks. So probably didn't seem that pressing until it was.
Daniel made some disturbing comments, calling the alleged stalking, quote, creepy and not real, before revealing his marriage was, quote, on the rocks.
Fortunately, even though my husband has a camera in his car, he did not see anybody.
Sure.
And then unfortunately lost all the video because he didn't save it. So.
Yeah.
She didn't want me to panic, so she didn't share all of the details of the log. And so, as I got all of the details, my panic level has gone considerably higher. Not now, because I'm in a police station.
Sure.
And honestly, this is the safest I've felt since Monday at lunch.
So anyway, just a lot of like very sexually explicit, very graphic, very just like poke the bear kind of thing. And then trying to prove to me that he can follow us.
Yeah.
How do we solve our nation's biggest challenges? Precision, speed, honor. No manual, no roadmap.
I went to the grocery store briefly on Tuesday, and someone behind me dropped a can. I panicked.
My husband did see these, like definitely this message, so he very much still remembers that if you ever need someone to corroborate that they saw it, but I don't know how credible of a witness someone that
Yeah,
my husband would be, but
Yes and no. But
yeah.
So what am I doing? I'm panicking. And I'm doing a shit job of protecting my wife.
I forgot my mic
As
was muted.
bad as I am, I care more about her safety.
yeah. Well, I can
Slam that
understand
bitch
that
phone.
100%. Well,
This
now,
nigga, freak.
Sorry for this. We're a mask around the kids.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, like, because this is now like so distracting
Yeah.
and so constant, and it just like anytime my phone buzzes, I'm just like, I don't know what's coming my direction.
That takes us back to December, where Daniel is caught on a surveillance camera, casually walking into work and waving at a security guard, moments before calling police.
Broomfield dispatchers meeting.
Hi there. My name is Dan Krug. I don't think this is an emergency, but this feels really weird.
Okay.
My wife isn't responding to text messages or phone calls.
Okay.
And we've had threats against us. We have both been targeted by a stalker.
Okay.
Threats have been made against my life.
Okay.
And threatening to like kidnap her, which is why I'm nervous that she's not answering me.
Yeah,
I didn't protect her. I was supposed to protect her. She forgot she was supposed to
Daniel is escorted to the police station, where detectives have plenty of questions for him.
Bro, that was the soda. My bad.
Did what you said. Call police. I appreciate you call police. Did what you said. I didn't protect her. It's not your fault.
He should have told his ass, it's your fault.
I must protect her.
Man, this nigga bluffing.
She was rushing me out the door. I was Greenfield. I was leaving. She told me I had to go because she had a meeting. She was rushing me, and I went. She sent tissue, but she texted me asking me to pick up. So I canceled or skipped my my CFO meeting. So I could get and I left her for this. And you couldn't get a hold of her. She sent you that text.
And that's as much contact as you had with her today.
And I panicked when the check marks weren't there.
What do the check marks mean?
Daniel tells his initial story to investigators, saying his wife allegedly rushed him out the door before texting him about the kids shortly before the attack. Prosecutors would later allege that Daniel sent himself the message from his wife's phone in a suspected alibi attempt. That's when he said he noticed she hadn't read the text and panicked before calling police and a neighbor.
Well, you mentioned earlier that she didn't tell you about something kicks. Which one was that? Kickman. That's what we call the stalker. Doesn't deserve. Cambridge came up with Kickman because, yeah, I remember him and I was just gonna kick his ass.
Daniel now explains the family nicknamed the alleged stalker Kickman before one detective decides it's time to read him his rights. Let's see what he has to say.
We just now need to talk about your rights so we can proceed with getting the answers that we both want. Yeah.
Dying Light the Beast. Pre-order now.
We give up so many freedoms as a service member when we deploy that 99% of the country just doesn't know.
Every time I choose to help a military person, I get the opportunity to stand for something greater than myself.
The military lifestyle is still so relentlessly challenging. We need as many people as we can, all hands on deck, to make sure that we're taking care of these folks, because they're taking care of us.
I have two different voices going through my head right now. I have my brother. Yeah, I've mentioned him. He's the sheriff's lieutenant. And I have his voice saying, talk.
That nigga face look like he don't even believe shit he's on.
Typical cop fashion, he married a prosecutor. So I had Lynn's voice in my head going, get a lawyer.
Daniel ultimately agrees to talk, for now, but one detective digs in for further details.
I just want to... What caused the, I guess, anxiety or panic as to why it was so concerning that she didn't respond? It was a really specific question about a time impacting the kids. That's something she will always respond right away on. And then, other than that, that was enough for me. That felt weird. It hurt me that she didn't tell me about the stalker when it started, but she brought me in right away once he sent her a picture of me. And at that point, she brought me fully up to speed, and I saw the horrible messages. I saw the ad, all that crap. And that's when she and I started working on game plans. Again, what do we do to protect family, to protect the kids, define your threat level. She had a gun. She was armed. I don't want lethal items. We didn't let each other kind of be alone anywhere. Had to take dogs for a walk or dog for walks. We would do that together.
So it almost sounds like all this kind of maybe even brought you guys closer, not maybe emotionally closer, but you guys were physically sort of working on things besides your kids.
There was a
mutual.
Yeah, there was, over the course of November, there was a better team feel.
Okay.
Respond to crisis.
Right.
And I told her at that point, I told her I didn't want to die for someone to care about me anymore.
That's really hard.
And I told her I wanted uniforms.
And how does she take that?
Angry. Obviously. Mostly anger that I said it now, with everything else going on. So she said she didn't want to talk about it until all of this was done. And then he got quiet, and we just kind of sat in that. I want a divorce.
Okay.
I have loved you for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was hurting when I said that, and what I wanted was her to say she cared about me. She did. What's his name? The other detective said that the cameras were turned off. That shouldn't happen. The only way that the cameras can be turned off is through the app. One of us has to hit the button.
According to an arrest affidavit, multiple home surveillance cameras were not recording at the time of the incident, while
Hey everybody, Brian is giving away $100 gift vouchers to everyone whose junk we make disappear.
another was found covered in blue painter's tape.
He said they were turned off, and one of them looks like it has something on it. So, in my brain, I'm thinking someone made a move against her. So in my brain, the story that I have is someone came to the door. Maybe she went outside to get a package, and they must have come in. And she's a fighter. She's strong. She would have fought.
Oh, why the fuck I can't find a game?
And why do you say that? Have you guys fought before, or you just know?
Let me cut that boost off.
I know her.
Okay.
She refuses to be a victim. I don't.
Okay. So, I mean, who do you think killed her?
it's kick it. I think it's okay. I'm sorry, that's the first time I really said that's.
I'm sorry to. Well, that's what happened, and that's why we're taking this so seriously.
Now, Daniel again points the finger at the alleged stalker when investigators reveal some conflicting information.
What if I told you that we had already spoken with him? There's no way that he was in town today. That I have nothing. And I'm terrified to bring my children home. The Gmail account, the Kickman account that you guys initially received with the photo of you in it, and the phone number, those originated through their IP addresses at your office.
Doesn't make any sense. Well, he took the photo of me at my office.
Right. Well, both of those accounts originated from IP addresses that was back to your office.
I don't know what to do with that. There are Wi-Fi access throughout the facility for employees, and there's public Wi-Fi access throughout the entire facility. And we literally post the passwords in every single meeting room.
Okay. Because I guess the biggest concern is just the timing of everything, that it just doesn't quite make sense to have somebody create an account, take a photo, and then immediately send it off, and then
Oh, you got
the
that chain on?
account is no longer being used.
None of this makes sense.
No. My bad. I was speaking my thoughts out loud.
So I'm gonna throw this idea out there. Right? You know he has reached out to her in the past a number of times.
She's been very open about that, yes.
Right. The last time was 2016-ish. He had asked her at one point if she wanted to have sex.
I think he's approached her multiple times.
Right? So this next time, if there's any bit of question about infidelity, whether it's with you or anybody else, we might create an account to see if we can create a facade, or see if Christine's actually interested in me. So we ask her and push the bounds a little bit and see if that will confirm our suspicions of infidelity.
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, it's this dope tech from Wix. Now, this whole flow is a conversation, so your words actually build your website. I'm going for a store, and after a free-flowing conversation, I get this detailed site brief. And just like that, my first draft is ready. Now, that's dope. Next, you can really get in there and style it your way. Here's the fun part. You can regenerate this whole thing over and over, or you can tweak something specific, like your layout. Let me describe what I had in mind. Yeah, that's fire. If there was ever a time to speak life into your dreams, it's right now using the Wix AI website builder.
Oh shit. I'm smack mode. Hey. Playing 2K.
You don't get the response and the openness you once did for
He at
about
79. He only played
28
one game.
days, from October 2nd to
All
October
three.
31st.
Like 1 or 2 games.
So you amp it up a little bit. Send a photo of yourself to her, an account you create. See what her response is.
Maybe to start out the way that it was recorded, and then
yeah.
maybe turned into something different.
Is that would suggest that I would put my children through this.
But I think ultimately what happened today would bring you the closest to your children that you've probably ever been in your mind.
There has to be someone
that was able to turn off the cameras, that was able to access a password-protected system to turn off cameras, that was able to use your IP address from your
Nigga got
work
3 seconds. He
to
was
create
down there for
accounts
long.
to send messages and photos to act as a stalking suspect. Well, tell me. Help me make sense of it.
I don't know, I'm not the one who does this. I'm analytical at work, and I read and write fiction at home. I don't do crime drama. I don't know what this is.
Hell no, watch. Let me
If you're
shoot. I can do the
adamant
same
that's not
shit. Fuck around with that nigga.
There has to be some. Kickman is 6.5 hour drive.
Nah, hold up, bro. We ain't about to do
There's
that.
no way you could have made that drive. If you flew, we would have record of that. That doesn't show up on any sort of flight record through the FBI, DEA, Homeland Security, anything like that. And then, in fact, he was contacted in his house, severely intoxicated.
Let's join officers more than 8 hours away in Eagle Mountain, Utah, where they catch up with the man who Daniel claimed to be responsible for the crime.
I'm going to ask you a couple of names to see if you recognize any names. Okay. Have you ever heard of the name Crystal Krug? She may have been Grimsrod when you knew her.
Yeah.
And do you know a Daniel Krug?
No.
No? How do you know Crystal?
She was an ex-girlfriend.
She's an ex-girlfriend? How long's the ex? Like how long ago?
That nigga tempo shooting.
Oh, so like a long while ago.
Nah, that was on the other nigga. That was on the other team.
When was the last time you talked to Crystal? Has it been a minute?
It's been a minute, yeah.
Like since you moved from...
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would have been what, back in 2014?
Baby.
The ex was definitively ruled out after investigators said he had a verified alibi and no evidence to show he had traveled.
All this time that we've been looking for him, for the protection order, and you just found him today, like that. Because I've been looking at you, but I've been waiting for these records to come back.
We've been chasing the wrong dog.
Am I under arrest? Is it? It sounds like...
Jordan, get in bounds.
You're accused.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of information that points your direction, and we're hoping that you could provide a legitimate explanation other than it wasn't me.
Crunchy down here.
Publicly available.
Square.
Internet.
What would you say if we told you that other people you talk to that are close to your wife?
Nah, as soon as you catch the ball and you start stumbling, just press square, you're gonna shoot it. You're gonna go straight up.
Maybe you told them that
We're gonna cancel that stumble.
she suspected you of having...
She said that right to my face. That she wanted to know if it was me. And I told her no.
But why would she suspect that? I don't understand how we take a leap from...
God, boy.
we haven't had a romantic relationship for a long time in our marriage to, I suspect my husband is pretending to be my stalker. How does that happen? There's a missing explanation in there. There's a missing piece to that. I'd like to know what happened this morning. I'd like to know Me too. What caused you to get so upset to? Hurt your wife, because I believe that's what happened. I believe
Nigga,
that
how you gonna say pass it, then press time out?
because
I was on
there's
the
no
4th
other
second.
logical explanation.
I want to know what happened.
Now, as soon as you said that though, right, I pressed square, circle, I pressed all the buttons on my controls.
Did she get shots off? Where was she?
I ain't hear you say.
In the house. So tell me. Did she fight? Did she get shots on? Where is she in the house?
We haven't been there
Square.
to know.
Alright, that's the other
There's only
nigga.
one person in this room that can tell us.
I said, as soon as you catch that motherfucker, just press square. I promise you won't go straight up. Let me get that. Punch, stupid. I got it, don't worry. I'm
I
out
think
here.
you know the answer to all those questions.
Sleep. Sleep.
I think you
Y'all saying Mr. Watch Me Work with Jim Jones,
she had
though?
a boyfriend this morning, or something happened that pissed you
Yeah, he
off.
be out in New York now.
And
You know,
you
that's
did
where all the
something that you
motherfucking workout
regret
niggas be at.
because you can't go back, and you can't go back to, stalking
I
her
say, I shoot
secretly,
that bitch.
or pretending to be her
Oh, my
stalker,
Lord.
or making plans, having cooperation with one another, although it's not romantic, having cooperation with one another, to fight together against Cakeman.
Oh, I'm wrong. Do it again. Oh, he gonna shoot that bitch up. Told you.
It is wrong. Please.
Boy, that tempo shooting is broke as fuck. Let me show you. Die.
Where
Punch.
on there,
Yeah.
that
Crunchy.
checklist is, I say,
Circle. Good pass. On me. Oh, damn, that's we
Daniel
with the.
asks
Oh,
for
all
an
right, my fault, my
attorney
fault, my
and
fault.
ends
That's
the
a
interview,
16 to 6.
but it's not long until we hear from him again.
I want you to find who did this. Because I know it's
That was nice. That was nice.
You don't believe that? Fine.
Got me some little passing vision and all that too. What you talking about? I can't find my man. That's what I needed.
Fine.
Oh my God, he got numbers.
You married? With kids?
Hey, yeah, I gotta get the lynch mob joint. You see me throwing my L's up right here, we?
I don't care if you count.
Watch me throw my L's up.
My children's mother.
I see that corner. Oh, good fucking pass.
According to the Broomfield district attorney, Daniel was accused of freeing Chris Steele's ex and carrying out an elaborate plan to cover up his crime. A jury later convicted
whole
Daniel
team
of
just
first-degree
quit, man.
murder,
That's crazy.
stalking, and criminal
Throw
impersonation.
them L's
He
at the
was
whole,
sentenced
all
to
5
life
of it,
in
all
prison.
5. We gotta be 5 deep on the court. Throw the L's up on their ass when they get to losing like shit. Turnover.
Thank you.
Get them bounds, boy.
صباح الخير أو مساء الخير مرحبا أينما كنتم.
That nigga made just a straight shooter.
أنا
They said that's what you gotta do if you
نجاة
want to get to level 40
أعمل
fast.
مدرسة هنا
After you get your
بالولايات
rebirth,
المتحدة
make you a straight shooter,
الأمريكية.
and then
أعرف أنكم
you're gonna be looking sweet because you're gonna
كيف
start
لهذه
off with like an
المرة أن تظهر
83,
على حين غفلة
83 3 ball.
في مقطع إشهاري.
My bad, Jordan. I'm gonna let you get the next
شيء
one.
نفسه حدث معي
I see
قبل
you, young
شهور
nigga.
عديدة. كنت جالسة
Flash.
أتصفح اليوتيوب.
Yeah, nah, that was vicious right there. I'm open with you. It's cool. Turn over. Punch that shit. Corner. I'm gonna bust this bitch in his eye. Yeah, just like that. Just like that, you hear me? I'm gonna bust that bitch in his eye. Fuck that.